guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm SHIVB from Pen My Blog, and today we're going to be talking all about these little cuties from Breena Beauty, because as you guys know, they recently did a collab with Hermo, and you guys, it is the cutest thing ever because one is in the shape of a diamond and another one is in the shape of a cute little macaroon. Always, before we begin this video, click on that subscribe button, join the family, because you know guys, I upload every Monday and Wednesdays. So if you guys want to see more reviews, tutorials and stuff like that, join the family. Click on that subscribe button. So with all that being said, you guys, let's jump right into this video. As you guys know, I always use Breena Beauty's blending pearl constantly on my channel. So today I'm really curious to see how these two new additions are going to compare, to see how it really applies, because I've heard a lot of good things about both of them, and yeah, I simply can't wait to give it a go. Now the first one, which is the Macaron Sponge, it has round edges to ensure that you can easily achieve flawless and even looking makeup application. It is latex free and it comes at $24.90 for two. As for the next one, which is the Alluring Diamond Sponge, now this one is for precise makeup application. It has a unique shape that allows you to blend effortlessly at various angles. It is also latex free, it comes in a pair and retails at $39.90. Now as you guys can see, I have not put on my base yet. The only thing that I've done are my brows. So I'm going to hydrate this face and then I'm going to put on my primer and then we're going to get started with the foundation. So let's begin. Now what I normally like doing is that I always spray a very hydrating mist on my skin because it is very dry. So for this one, I'm going to be using Pixi Skin Treats, and this is the one in the hydrating milky mist. Now once that's absorbed in, I'm going to be taking Anessa. This is the perfect UV sunscreen skincare milk in SPF 50+. And once that is done, I'm going to be taking my Guerlain L'Essentiel Natural Glow Foundation and applying it with the Macaron Sponge. Now one thing I can tell you guys about working the foundation in with the Macaron Sponge is that this one is definitely more firmer than the Breena Beauty blending pearl. The accuracy is not so much, but when you use it with a stamping motion, it actually blends out the foundation quite nicely. I didn't see any areas where I had to really go in and really blend that out. Like this did it really nicely, but I do have to say that without that little sharp tip like the blending pearl has, it is a little bit difficult to really get into those corners that are hard to reach. So that is something that you have to keep in mind with this. Now moving forward, I'm going to be using my concealer for my under eyes and over certain areas. So for this one, I'm going to be using the Diamond Sponge, and this is the really tiny itty bitty one, and I think it's really going to do well in those corners that I could not really reach earlier. So that's what we're going to do. Covered and not covered. I really like this sponge, you guys. I think it really went into the hard to reach corners really well, and it blended out the concealer perfectly. So I absolutely love this one. So for the next one, I'm going to be using Breena Beauty's bigger diamond sponge, and this one is going to be all about baking, and I'm really curious to see how it's going to work with my Too Faced Born This Way setting powder, but let's give it a go and see. I look very midway baked right now, so I'm going to be doing the eyes, and for this one I'm going to be using the Tartelette Toasted palette. So now that I'm done with the eyes, you guys, I'm going to be taking away this bake, and then we're going to be going in with the contour, blush and highlight, and then we're going to see how it looks. Alright, so now that that is off, I'm going to be going in with my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and I'm going to be bronzing up the face. Now I don't really think this look needs a blusher, so I'm going to be skipping that, and I'm going to be using a highlight, and that is going to be my Ofra Cosmetics highlighter in Beverly Hills. And finally for my lips, I'm going to be lining it with a little bit of Vaseline, and then I'm going to be going in with my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Gloss, and this is the one in Statement Nude. And there you go, you guys, this is the completed look. I hope you guys really liked it. And in terms of what I think of Breena Beauty's new additions, which is the Diamond Sponge and the Macaron Sponge, now I absolutely love the Diamond Sponge. I think the precision was so good for application, and I think it really made my contour look a little bit more snatched than usual. And in terms of the Macaron Sponge, I did like it, but it was a little bit difficult to really get into those corners. So I would say that it's not a must-buy item, but if you had to pick between the two, I would really recommend the Diamond one. And I know for the most part, a lot of you guys are probably wondering, how does the Diamond and the Macaron Sponge compare to the Breena Beauty blending pearl? And you guys, honestly, apples and oranges. just because, you know, one is meant for precision, another one is just meant for, you know, stamping the foundation down, and this one just blends out the overall foundation to the face. I definitely think it's kind of difficult to compare, but I will say that among all three, this one is definitely the softest. And because for the fact that it does have like a sharper edge and like a stamping like kind of mechanism over here in terms of the shape, so I would always head back to this. But if you guys want like in terms of baking precision, then I would recommend this one. So that is my overall thoughts on the macaroon sponge and the Alluring diamond sponge from Breena Beauty, and I hope this kind of gives you guys some kind of insight if you guys want to make a purchase of it or you want to try it out for yourselves. In the meantime, you guys, if you did like this video, then please do give it a huge thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye you guys. Mwah.